Welcome, one and all, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Leonardo, and today I'd like to talk about a technique, a mental technique that you can apply in order to desire what you already have. How's that possible? Well, you're gonna find out right now. So, the Stoics have been first Greek and then Roman philosophy schools, mastering the art of living with purpose, and therefore living with reason and tranquility. Those are the two pillars of the Stoic teachings. Well, first, what is tranquility? Tranquility doesn't mean to live drugged or faded away in some sort of shaded and kind of departed, extracted from real life, just having this border. Instead, it means to live out of a state of inner joy and bliss. Natural joy, not infused by any outside circumstances. So how can we maintain a steady feeling of joy and gratefulness, even though the human soul gets used to everything, right? The human species usually always gets used to everything, even though you might have acquired a new beautiful object, you've just gotten into that relationship you were dreaming of the whole time, you just get that career step, that new job that you hoped for such a long time, that you trained for and studied for, and even though know that you've reached this point in life, you do feel excited and happy for some time. And then you will always make this experience in life that after some times the new glimmer, the golden shine of whatever object you have just acquired will fade away gradually. And you sooner or later you will see this object as natural as your hands or your body. Right? You won't even notice it anymore. It's just given to you, nothing special anymore, and therefore won't serve you to have any happiness. So how can we re-evaluate what we already have in life, and how can we start desiring what we already have? Not something outside, not something in the far periphery, something that we've set our mind on, if only we can ever get there, then we'll be happy. No, that's not true. Every happiness, short-term satisfaction it is rather than real happiness, will eventually fade. This principle is called the hedonistic principle of adaptation. It's really, really crucial, and it does touch all of our lives, and I'll make another dedicated video on that topic in another week. So for now, how can we desire what we already have? How can we feel joy and happiness, satisfaction from the things we already own? Well, for this, the Stoics used the practical technique of negative visualization, not positive, but negative visualization. So what does it mean? Practically, you visualize yourself what it would feel like to lose the things that you have. How would it feel for you to lose a person that you truly love? If you really meditate over that thought, you will be very likely to interact with that particular person in a very different way the next time you meet that person, right? All of a sudden you come to realize that this person might be taken out of your life at any moment. You have no power over gaining whatever you want, or just maintaining the situation. Of course, we as humans do want to have control over every situation. We want to be able to plan long term, to have security and stuff. But the reality of life is that every person, every object and every position you've worked your entire life for to get and to hold your own may be taken from you at any moment, at any day. But we don't really contemplate about that fact very often. Instead, we just take all that we have for just given, for normal, standard, and therefore we don't really appreciate it. Well, that's the major mistake the Stoics teach us. Instead, we have to every now and so often contemplate that everything we already have could be taken from us at any moment in time without any pre-notice. So maybe you've had such situations in your life, things you really dearly loved, like let it be your gaming console or your smartphone, your laptop just went broke from one day to another and you didn't have any insurance to get it replaced. So now it's just gone. A way worse case is a person that you truly and dearly love will die. And you've got to realize nothing in life lasts forever. Neither our own lives nor the lives of the people that we love and hold dear. So instead of always trying to acquire something that's out there and that other people have and that looks so nice and so glimmery, and yeah, if only I could get that car, if only I could get that computer or phone, if only I could get into a relationship with that person, instead of fascinating our entire lives and dreaming away our days or hustling to get somewhere, just if we arrive at that point, the happiness we hope to gain will just last for a few weeks or months and then eventually vanish. So instead of doing this is what pretty much every human does, and what I would call the classic hamster wheel. We're just running around trying to get the next snack, the next sweet, the next candy, right? And then once we got it, we're already looking for the next one. That's a hysterical and idiotic way to live, because we'll never be satisfied, truly satisfied in that way. So instead, what we should do, start appreciating what we already have, start desiring what we already have, and to do that, we could start contemplating every now and then, every few times, maybe before you meet a person that you haven't seen for a long time, imagine what it would be like if you could not see that person again. Maybe in the morning while you're standing in the shower, contemplate what it would be like if you don't have a shower, if you don't have a bed to sleep and dream in, if you don't have a job that you could now depart to, if you don't have a family that's awaiting you at the kitchen table, or that is maybe sitting in some other city waiting for you to finally text back or call back. So in that regard, do call your parents from time to time and appreciate that you still have them, because they are not given and they won't be there for your entire life. And yeah, do utilize the negative visualization in order to appreciate what you already have. Be careful though, instead of positive affirmations, you don't want to do it with like all your senses. You don't want to contemplate so deep that you feel like you're already materializing the situation in your own life, because I do believe in the law of attraction, which says that whatever situation you're creating with your mind and with your force of life, basically you will also attract inside your life. So I'd be careful not to visualize in a way that is like reality, that feels like the reality to yourself, but instead only to remind yourself every now and then that everything will eventually vanish, everything will go away, and so will you. And therefore what you already own is actually a huge and blissful gift to you. Cheers, my friends, and thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, your own thoughts about this topic, other techniques that you can utilize in order to improve your overall state of life, and don't forget to show some love.